Like Shakespeare said, we're all actors, the world's the stage, when that's true. Well, when you reach a goal, you're going to act like you're already there. It's already happened intellectually the second you think about it. It's already happened emotionally when you're emotionally involved with it. So it's only a period of time until it manifests in physical form.
Right.
But because it's not in physical form, we act like we haven't got it yet.
Yeah.
Well, so that's why most people stay stuck, because they're acting like they haven't got it yet. You see yourself, your imagination, you got to be that person. Goethe said that, a great philosopher. He said, before you can do something, you first must be something. So you've got to be it intellectually. You've got to be it emotionally. It's like Solomon says, as a person thinks in their heart, the emotional mind. Well, it's only a period of time then until it manifests physically. That's one of the first laws of the universe, is the perpetual transmutation of energy. Energy is moving into form.
What's up, guys? Mr. Fit to Flourish. Today, I wanted to talk about the reason that none of your prayers are answered. And it's because you're praying incorrectly. Everybody in the world right now is praying incorrectly. When you're growing up, you're probably taught that when you pray, you ask the universe, Allah, God, Muhammad, peace be upon him, Jesus. You ask someone higher than yourself, someone who controls the world. You're asking them for something, okay? And that's what you're taught. You're taught to, hey, get on your knees, put your hands together, and beg. Okay, beg for this thing that you want, and then just hope that it comes to you. Okay? So most people, 99.999% of people, are unaware that this is actually the worst way to pray. And a lot of religious people, including myself in the past, we grow up and we think, well, what do you mean that's wrong? That's what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to say, hey, I have no power. I give the power to the universe, and I say that I am at your will. I'm begging you, please give this thing to me, and just kind of hope that someone hears you, okay? And then you might think like, oh, I have to do it in my head. Oh, if I do it in my head, that thing or person won't hear me. That thing or person won't hear me, right? So maybe I say it out loud. So do you have to say something out loud, or do you have to say it in your head in order for this prayer to work? And the answer is, you could do it either way. But that's the problem. The problem is that when you're praying, you're begging. You're in this energy of lack, all right? You're begging and you're hoping. And in ancient texts, and specifically the one that most people are familiar with, the Bible, in the Bible, it tells you how to pray. Mark 11:24. They say, whatsoever ye desire, pray. This is how to pray. Pray as if ye has received it, and all your desires will be added unto you. What does that mean? What does that mean? Does that mean that you pray by begging and asking for something and then you just hope it comes? No. It means that when you pray, prayer is about faith. Prayer is about belief and conviction and understanding. What does that all mean? You're understanding the magnitude, the magnanimity, okay? The power that you truly have, the power of change, the power of creation. People underestimate the power that they have in this world. But when you pray, you have to act as if the prayer is answered already, okay? You can't go in to a prayer begging, oh, Lord, I really hope that something magical happens so that I can get this Corvette, right? So I can get this Corvette. Please give me this Corvette. And then you go about your day and you're like, man, I don't know if that's gonna happen. I don't know if that's gonna happen. And you're in this, oh, is it here? Is it here? You're in a state of separation, right? you're in a state of separation. What do I mean by that? The universe only works in energies, and the reason that we're here on this earth is to learn how to manipulate energy. This is what one of the great philosophers, Dorothy Cannon, said. We're on this earth to learn how to pray, learn how to manipulate energy. So when you pray, you're not begging. Begging means that you don't believe that you already are it, that you already have the thing. It means that you are just hoping. You have no conviction. You have no faith in whatever your religion is. So I'm not going to cap, and I'm probably calling out a lot of people here, but you don't even believe in the God that you think you believe in. You don't believe in the religion that you think you believe in. You don't believe in the church that you go to if you're praying like this. And that's why none of your prayers are answered, because you don't even believe it. And these ancient texts, they tell you how to do things. They tell you who to be. They tell you what to do in order to get the things that you want. It's telling you how to manipulate energy. The answer isn't in the begging. If you're begging, you are implying separation. And what you have to understand is the only time that exists in this world is right now. So the past, the future, it hasn't happened. It never happened, okay? Whatever happened in the past is in the past. It never happened. It's not right now. Think about it. Can you look at past you? Can you physically look at past you and tap him and say, hey, don't do that thing that is pretty bad, and you stop him from doing the thing? No, it never happened, honestly. The only thing that happened is the happening, which is right now. That's the only time that is real. So whenever you pray and you're begging, you're basically implying that that future that doesn't exist yet will never exist. And the only way for something to exist is for it to exist now. So when you pray, you can't beg, because then you're implying that you don't have the thing, and you don't believe that you will have the thing. When you pray, you have to pray as if it's already done. Imagine that future that you desire. Imagine, oh yeah, I have that Corvette. So when you're praying, you pray like this. Thank you. You start with thanks, gratitude. Okay? Thanks and gratitude. So think about your Thanksgiving prayers, if you guys do pray or whatever. But think about your Thanksgiving prayers. When you're at dinner or at Thanksgiving, what do? You give thanks for what you have received. But that's literally the only time that people pray correctly, when they already received it, right? But the miracle and the happening is in praying as if you received it before it is received. That's where the magic happens. So you'll hear a lot of stories about people who had these cancers or these diseases, or were told they would never walk again. And the reason that they get these things that we deem miracles is because when they pray, they get into a state that is so high energetically that it makes reality in their minds and their bodies believe that their prayer was already answered. So for your prayer to be answered, you have to believe that it is already done. You have to go into your prayer with your desire and believe with conviction and complete total faith that, hey, the thing that I want, I have it. So if you had it, how would you act? Who would you be? And what would happen? You would be very thankful for it, right? So when you go into your prayer, so I'm going to give you the sauce right now. To pray correctly, go into your prayer not in the energy of lack. That is one of the lowest energies of all time. Like begging and just hoping and wishing that you had it, but you're frustrated because you don't have it. The universe is only going to give you more of what you already have. If you have nothing and you believe you have nothing, and you go into your prayer saying you have nothing, the universe is like, oh, that's your energy? They're like, oh, the universe is like, yo, this guy's praying. And you're like, oh, please, just, if I could just get this Corvette today. The universe is like, oh, this guy doesn't have a Corvette. Let's make him wait 10,000 more years. Let's make him wait till he's 65, retired, and can't move. And that's what the universe is going to do. It's going to give you more of what you already have. But if you go into your prayer giving thanks, oh, thank you, universe, for giving me that Corvette, even though you don't already have it, but you just like, man, the mysterious way that this universe works, the way that the energy flows, thank you, you give thanks, right? Or let's say your name is Tom Brady and you want a championship, you want to win a game. Thank you, universe, for giving me this win and for giving me the right words to speak to my team. Thank you. And you might not know what to say to your team to get you that dub, to get you that win. But guess what? When you give thanks to the universe and you believe, you're like, I know I'm going to say the right things. I know I am. When that moment comes, because you're convicted, somehow your thoughts are going to align with that energy that you went into it with. I'm telling you right now, all of these videos I'm making, I'm going to do a lot more vet talk videos when I'm in the vet too, but I usually get these thoughts when I'm on my walks. That's how I get into what I call the space of like consistent flow and universal energy flow. That's how I get into my thought process. And it's currently 6 a.m. here in sunny Florida. Sun's coming out, but essentially that's how the universe works. It responds to your energy. So if you're someone who feels like you're so abundant, like you have everything you've ever wanted, even though you might be living under a tree, under a rock, like people say, you might be living under a rock, like Patrick Star from SpongeBob, and you might not have much at all in the eyes of others, but you're extremely thankful. And as long as you have a desire and a goal, and you're feeling abundant and you're extremely thankful, you can get whatever you want, because the universe will respond to your energy. If your energy is an energy of, hey, gratitude and abundance for what you have, and having a desire, like for instance, you're living under this rock, or you're living in a tent, or you're probably living with your mom, more realistically, living with your mom, and you're like, oh, well, I want my own place. I want to be able to afford my own place. And you understand that it's extremely possible. You just have to have the conviction that it will happen. Now, your job with this whole prayer thing, okay, because some people do this forceful prayer of, I am in the lack state, which you don't want to be in. And this is why your prayer is wrong. I'm in the lack state. I don't have this thing, and I want it to happen only like this. Those are the three things that are wrong with a prayer. Currently, you're praying like this. I don't have this thing. I don't know if I'm going to get it. So you're uncertain. You're in the lack state, the lack energy. The universe will only give you more of what you don't have. And then finally, you don't even believe in it. And you're forcing it to happen in only one possible way. Okay? That's not how you pray. The way you pray is you're certain that the thing that you want, that you will get it. No matter what the circumstances are. All right? No matter what the circumstances are, you could have absolutely nothing. Like I said, living under a rock, eating junk food, not in the right place. But essentially, you're going to get exactly what you want. And your job after you pray, okay? So once you pray, again, this is how you pray. You give thanks for already having the thing. And then imagine you having the thing. Act as if you already have received it. Act as if you already have the thing. You would be joyful. You'd be radiating. Go live your life like you have it. Okay, you'd be joyful. You'd be thankful. And now the universe will respond to your energy. It's going to bend to your will. That energy acts as a black hole, a universal vortex, if you will. Your gravitational pull towards amazing and great things is going to be absolutely massive. So just be happy. Have gratitude. Be peaceful. Act as if your wish is already fulfilled. And then what's going to come is going to be everything that you've ever wanted. Why? Because you're in the energy already. You're in the energy to receive that thing already. You're in that energy. So if you're in that energy, that essentially, it means that you already have that thing. So if you already have the thing, then the universe is going to have no choice but to keep giving you more of what you already have, the energy that you're already in. So notice how you might have some friends. You might have some friends, and actually, let me finish this whole thought process. So it's going to give you more of what you don't, more of what you have. Okay, the universe is going to give you more of what you have, and essentially, your job. Okay, your job in all of this, after you pray, is to understand and accept that you already have it. Don't, and your job is not to worry. Okay, you cannot be worrying about, oh well, how's it going to come, or is it going to happen exactly how I want it to? Like, I do this, and then I get it. Don't worry about that. Because if you're fulfilled, that means you already have it. And it's going to have to come to you somehow. And you're going to start seeing a lot of random occurrences. Like you're bumping into business owners and things of that nature. You're meeting people randomly that align with getting you to where you want to be. And the reason is going to be because once you're in that energy of like, oh man, I have it, the universe is going to like just put you to these things that's going to get you to exactly where you want to be. Okay, so your job is not to worry about the how or the when. It's just to already act as if it's already done. Okay, act as if it's already done. And that's going to get you exactly to where you want to be. Right? So the next thing that I wanted to talk about was, hey, we all have those friends, right? We have these friends that only attract like the worst things in the world. And they're always talking about, oh man, like this happened to me and this happened to me, this happened to me. And now I don't have money for this or for that. So we all have those friends. We also have the friends, or we maybe you don't have the friends, but I don't know. But maybe we all have that friend or family member or person that we know that, like, no matter what they do, it seems like good things always happen to them. It seems like they're like, oh yeah, I just got this new car, I got this new job, and oh, I'm making all this money, dude. Like, I met this girl. Oh man, like this is happening. It's so good. Everything is awesome. Like, yeah, I just had this amazing sushi. And you probably get annoyed at both of these people. On one end, on one extreme, is the person who is always like negative and nagging and never have anything positive to say. And you probably see this if you work in retail, that customer that comes in all the time that's super mad, super mad all the time for no reason. Like, oh, you didn't get my order right. And you're like, this is what you ordered. And they're like, yeah, I know, but like what? And then there's that customer that's always happy. Like, you get their order wrong and they're like, oh, I think my order's wrong. And you're like, oh, sorry. And they're like, no, it's okay. It's my fault. I should have been more clear. Thank you for everything you're doing. Right? The two energies are juxtaposed. They're totally different. Okay. Completely opposites. And again, it's all about the energy. So one person on one side is always negative. They always feel lack. They're hurting inside because they feel as if they don't have anything. So the universe is going to continue to show up as, and their reality is going to continue to show up as, hey, you don't have anything. Hey, you have no money. Hey, you can't afford this. Hey, your car's going to break down, right? It's going to just be an incredible cycle. And it's going to seem like a movie, okay? You're and you probably ask yourself this about a friend, like, yo, this dude literally, it's so crazy how this dude, something is always wrong. And then you think to yourself, like, is it him, or is he just in the wrong place at the wrong time? Or is this really happening to him, or is he doing this? Like, what's up? Why is this dude always out of money, out of shape, not getting the things he wants? What's going on? Is it him, or is it the happening? And the answer is, it's both. But essentially, it's really him. Because as within, so without. Whatever you're experiencing within is what you are going to experience on the outside as well. So what about the friend that receives everything that they've ever desired? Again, as within, so without. I bet when that person prays, they're like, oh man, whether or not I get the things that I want, I'm going to be happy because I know that I am fulfilled. That's the energy you need to go into your prayer with. Go into your prayer with the energy of thanks, with the energy of gratitude, peace, fulfillment, abundance. Go into your prayer with those energies. And I promise you, everything that you've ever desired will come to you. And again, there is no waiting. People always ask, like, oh, with manifestation and stuff like that, like, I feel like my stuff never comes true. Like, I've been waiting like 10 days. I've been waiting 2 months. I've been waiting 2 years. And again, that's the issue. The issue is that you're waiting. In order for your thing to show up, you need to pray as if you have already received it. Act as if you received it already. How would you feel? What would your energy be? What would your thoughts be? Would you be happy? Would you be smiling? Would you be thankful? Yes, you would. So act like that right now. Okay? But again, the secret to manifestation too is you need to understand that whatever it is that you desire, you need to first be good with it or without it. You need to be good with it or without it. And what that implies is that you are not controlled by anything. You yourself are already fulfilled. And a lot of the time, if you are already fulfilled, then like I said, all of these things are going to be attracted to you. You're going to get everything that you've ever desired. You're going to get the girl that you wanted, the house that you wanted, the job that you wanted, the business you wanted, the people you wanted, the books that you were looking for forever, or maybe the movie you've always wanted to watch. It's going to just come to you magically. It's going to seem like magically, but it's because you're in that energy. You're going to be able to pinpoint everything you've ever wanted. And sometimes the outcome is even better than you could have ever imagined. And a lot of the time, actually, the outcome will be a lot better than you could have ever imagined. Okay? So you're going to get something even better. For instance, I remember I prayed, okay? I prayed, I was like back in college. Right? I was working like 3 jobs or something. Anyways, and I never had a car. So I grew up, no car, always taking the bus or maybe getting rides, even to football practices, getting rides and stuff like that. And I started working, right? And I was like, you know what? I'm gonna pray for this thing. And whether I get it or not, doesn't matter. I'm extremely thankful and happy for where I am now. I was tutoring organic chemistry. I was tutoring biochem, calculus. I was extremely smart. I was in the best shape of my life. And I was like, man, I'm very happy for and thankful for these things. And I was like, I don't need anything else. I'm already happy. I'm fulfilled. And then all these people and places and things started being attracted to me. They were like, oh man, this guy's energy was just attracted to my energy, right? So the next thing you know, I turn around and I'm like, oh my gosh, I have enough money. And you, like I said, you won't know exactly how it's gonna come. when it's going to come, where it's going to come, but it'll come a lot bigger and better and sooner than you ever imagined. So doing all these things, and I turn around, I'm like, oh man, I have like a lot of money that came out of it literally came out of nowhere. I remember it was like, oh, well, we're giving you these scholarships. It was like random scholarships. I'm talking about random scholarships that go straight to your account. It was like, oh, we're giving you these scholarships for being a Spanish-speaking student in the sciences. I was like, oh shit, what? That's crazy. So if you didn't know, I speak Spanish and Creole. So I know I look like this, but and you wouldn't think, but yeah. Anyways, I speak Spanish and French Creole. So it was like, you're a Spanish-speaking student, here, boom. Oh, you're a top student, here, boom. And I was like, oh, dang, like I have all this extra money now. And I needed a car to get to my classes and all this stuff, to get to my jobs. So I was like, you know what? Because I was thinking like, oh, I'm gonna go to the dealership one day and I'll get me like a beat down like 1990 Corolla or something, right? So I get to the dealership and like they run your credit, they look at your finances, blah blah blah, and they're like, yo, your credit's really good, all this stuff looks really good. Are you sure you? And I went to the Chevy dealership, and my dealer person, whatever you call those people, she was like, hey, this all looks really good. Like, are you sure you just want to get like a beat down Chevy? What was it, like a old Impala or something? She's like, are you sure you really want that? You could just buy that cash. I was like, oh, seriously? She's like, yeah, because I'd never bought in a car before, mind you. And I'm out on my own in college for like the first time I'm out on my own, dealing with these things. And she's like, do you like sports cars? I was like, of course. I'm like a 2-door coupe type of guy, but I was like, but I just don't think that it's possible to afford that, because I had an experience in the past where I went to a Ford dealership and I wanted a Mustang, and they were like, yeah, you're broke, bro. Get the fuck out of here. And I was like, oh, damn. Okay. And it was embarrassing. But so I thought that embarrassing thing would happen again. So I wanted to be safe, and I wanted to just kind of go with this cheap car. And I go there, and she's like, nah, man, you're good. You can get a sports car right now. I was like, stop playing with me. I was like, you're literally just like trying to upsell me or something stupid. She's like, no, whatever car you want, you can get at this dealership right now. So I was like, say less, right? So we go out, and she's like, what is the best looking car that you see? She's like, you know what? F it. You like these Chevy Camaros? These just came out this year. This was back in, 2018. So she's like, these cars just came out this year. And she points out to the 3 best looking cars in the parking lot. And they're like these crazy looking Chevrolet Camaros. There was one that was all red, black rims. Another one that was all white, black rims. And then another one that was all black rims. Obviously, if you know me, or if you've seen a lot of things I do, I got the one that was all black with black rims. And I was like, yo, how much is this? And she told me how much it cost. I was like, yo, I could afford this? She was like, yeah. Although I financed it, but at the same time, again, like, things are going to show up a lot better than you expected if you pray like this. You have to have no resistance. You have to pray with non-resistance. Okay? That's the name of the game, praying with non-resistance. How do you do that? Whether or not you get the thing that you desire, you're going to be good with it or without it. Again, I'm going to say it again. Whether or not you get the thing that you desire, you're going to be good with it or without it. But when you pray for the thing you desire, and you just act as if you've already received it. When you pray, you have to understand that desire is fulfillment. Desire is fulfillment. Which means, because you have this desire, because in the universe, a version of you exists that already has the thing. So then, the universe is basically communicating to you. your higher self, another higher version of you is communicating to you and telling you that desire that's in your head, that business you wanted to start, the friends that you wanted, the SP you wanted, the special person you wanted, it exists in this universe, in the now. It exists. So it's like a signal. Okay, it's a signal, kind of like trying to get your attention, like, hey, you can have this. And you're like, oh, damn, that looks pretty good. I like that. Desire is fulfillment because it's already happened. Okay, so understand that. Whatever you desire is because it's something that you want and it already exists. So you already are fulfilled. And desire leads to fulfillment. So, again, the best way to pray, don't beg. Do not be in that lack state. Don't have that lack energy. When you pray, act like you have already received it. You have that thing you've always wanted. You're with the people you've always wanted to be with. You have the job, the money, everything. It's already here. So jump for joy. Your only job is to jump for joy. I don't know if you've ever seen people like falling out in church. Fall out one time. Go ahead and fall out one time. That's the proper way to pray. Fall out in astonishment, in amazement that it's already here. Even though it might not be here in the 3D right now, like you don't see it with your eyes. But one thing I always say is don't be blinded by what you see. That's a bar. Don't be blinded by what you see. Because this life is all about change and creation. Anything can happen in any moment. Believe that, understand that. Be certain that what you want is already
welcome to
on its way.
Fit to Flourish podcast. Let's talk wellness, finance, and growth.